All right, this is the DAX overnight from today's date, 2/22. So it's February 22nd, 2008. Looking at the DAX. And again, we have the PVM numbers here, guys. So we do everything we've always done. We look for permission to take a trade. And you can see, back this up a bit, right there. After midnight this morning, when the market timed out, you can see up here we had an 80, which is less than the previous number of 88 on the bullish side. That tells us the market is less bullish. So there's less pull to the upside, implying more pull to the downside. And that gives us permission to take a short on a red-red, which occurred here. And you can see we've come in the market at 68.73.5 with a first sell target at 68.52.1. Again, this is a dynamic target. Using the two-contract money management system, we certainly could take profits off at that first target. Initially, the stop would be set at 68.85.8. So that kept it to about 3.7 points for this particular market. So the market's moving down. You can see this number painted on the bottom, 75, and that's less than the previous number of 83, telling us the market now is less bearish, giving us permission to take a long on a blue trigger. Didn't happen here on this blue part, this blue dot here, but it did happen right here. And we came into the market to go long. The closing price was 68.47.5, and we can see the market moved up very nicely. As it moved up, we could see we had permission here. This other number, let's just scan this across. This PVM number painted in the process, giving us permission to start taking another short on a red-red condition. And that occurred right over here. So we took a nice short there. We had a first sell target at 68.30.7. And may or may not have made that one, looks like. But with the 80 here pointing, printing, that's greater than 71. Gave us permission to take a long on a blue. And the market is moving up and currently still in an uptrend as we approach the regular session time. So there looks like there were still some good trades in there overnight on the DAX for people who enjoyed trading the DAX. Okay, guys, there is the regular session notification. You can see we are long in Emini S&P, coming in at 1347.75. Had a first buy target at 1350.50, and the market has gone as high as 51.50. That first profit target was closed off. We're holding this remaining contract open in this market using the tsunami stop here. In the Russell, we're flat this market. Have permission to take a short only at this point in time on a red-red signal, a red-red trigger bar. We do have permission to take a short. 174 is greater than 171 in the Emini S&P. If this line is broken on the open remaining contract, there is a short. Coming in at 696.6, short the market in the Russell. Our first sell target is 695.2. 695.2. Initially, the stop is set at 698.9. We already see we have a 106 here on the PVM bullish side. So if the market does roll around or stops us out, we now have permission to take along in this market. So we're currently long the Emini S&P and short the Russell 2000. Again, when this line here is broken, we can close the open contract. That's the remaining contract is still open in this market. We're looking to get reached right now in the Russell. The first sale target is 695.2. gone as low as 695.7. Need about another half a point to close off our first contract. So up in the Emini S&P, you can see that we have permission to take a short. We had permission earlier on the bearish side, but now we have permission again on the bullish side. 114 is less than 185. We can see that the price bar is now beginning to drop below this dotted line. If this paints solid here, then we will take a short in the Emini S&P at this point. That'll be our trigger bar to get into this trade. Trade to the downside. We're down to 695.6 or 9, 695.5. As soon as we see it hit our sell target of 695.2, and there it is right there. We'll close off the first contract. And it seems like we've got an entry point here in the E-mini S&P coming in at 1346.5. Well, the first sale target at 1345.25 and a stop at 1348.25. So our trade in the Russell is now a no-lose. A no-lose. I was going to say booger, but a no-lose. It's a no-lose trade here in the Russell. It's Friday, guys. Got to make 1345.25 to close the first contract in the E-mini S&P. And it's not that far, really. That target's a little bit close because the market's been a little slow, so the software tightens up that first profit target. We're trying to get to a point of protection as soon as possible. That's what it tries to do for us. But we do have a stop at 1348.25, and it's knocking on the door, and there it goes. It's knocking us out. Unfortunately, if this bar turns red in the E-mini S&P, we have permission to resell, and that's exactly what we're going to do. We already have the red trender line. And there it goes, guys. Short the E-mini S&P, 1346.25 is our entry. First sale target's going to be at 1345. Stop initially be placed at 1348.50. One more tick, guys. 1345.25 is where we're at. Okay, there it is, guys. 1345 price has been reached. We close one contract, adjust our stop, our trailing stop, or our stop loss, I should say, and start using the trailing stop, which is hidden here. You can see the tail end of it right there. We'll start using that on the remaining open contract. So both markets are now currently short, and we are in a place of protection in both markets. It's down to 44.75 now in the S&P. And yes, we want to see this thing go down considerably today. We finish up here, take one trade. That makes you 15 points.